just a handful of cities had auto shows at the time: New York, Detroit, Chicago, and LA, and Miami. So only like 5 or 6 shows. Now there's probably closer to 100 of them, I believe, and we have like 14 guests over here at this table that do auto shows, executives throughout the country. They've come in from Oklahoma, West Virginia, Orlando, California, so it's good to have them here to see our show, to pick up some tips today. I know they talked to the manufacturers this morning. Like I said, people in South Florida, we've had a love affair with cars, and the next 10 days, hopefully we'll be moving a lot of this metal, and we appreciate the support of all the manufacturers, and especially Cadillac for sponsoring the SAMA Luncheon. And SAMA, we've been affiliated with SAMA now quite a few years. I'm trying to remember, maybe 14 or 15 years, I think, Bill. But it's been great being affiliated with SAMA, and we appreciate all the work they do in promoting the automobile business here in South Florida. This afternoon we'll have more press conferences, and the first one will be with Scion and Lexus, Aston Martin, and McLaren, and then we'll have the award presented by Sobre Rudas. And like I said, I think our industry is building, and the greatest collection ever of models are here. As a matter of fact, I think the projections are going to do 17.4 million new units this year. I think it's a record in sales we have. So I appreciate the impact Sam has had on our show and on the industry, and thank you all, and hopefully we keep getting your support. Thank you. Thank you, Bill.
Thank you, Rick, again. From Oklahoma, my God, you must have had bad weather, and then you come here, right? This is the excuse of an auto show to come and join South Florida. It's beautiful for you. Few moments, I'm going to ask the representative from Cadillac to come up, and I'll tell you some Cadillac because his name is Steve Martin. You're all going to think, oh my God, we got Steve Martin. You know, it's a different Steve. But if you could come up, please, and tell us about these wonderful cars and how Cadillac is doing. After Steve speaks, please enjoy your lunch, and then shortly thereafter, we're going to be giving out our SAMA awards for the various stars of the show, and we're also going to hear from Al Garcia, a good friend with the Homestead Miami Speedway. So for now, Steve, can you please come up and join us?
Thank you. Thanks, Bill. I guess I'm just going to do this. I'm going to do this the old-fashioned way. I had prepared remarks. We're going to wing it. So, my name's Steve Martin. I do communications for Cadillac. I'm responsible for ATS, CTS, and V series, which is why you see the 2 beautiful cars on either side of me today. And we're so thankful for SAMA for the opportunity to come and host this luncheon and bring this in front of you. We're grateful for the Miami International Auto Show. This is the place to be if you drive around. You just see beautiful car after beautiful car, all going stop sign to stop sign, which these cars are made for more than that. But definitely amazing to be here in Miami at this time and to be in front of you. Cadillac has an amazing opportunity in front of it. And I want to take you through a little bit about that. We've done something in the past little bit that I think is arguably one of the greatest transformations in the auto industry. With all of the models that we've changed and what we're doing, we've got a lot more to do. There's 8 new models coming by 2020 in either existing segments or all new segments, which show sort of the focus of the brand, product. But more than that, it's what does Cadillac mean to luxury, and what does Cadillac mean to American luxury in that. So the business goal is clear. We have to get to 500,000 units by 2020, which could sound like a lot or could sound like nothing. For us, that basically means doubling our sales in the next decade. We're at about 250,000 units, which helps because it doesn't really mean that we have to overturn or outsell the Germans. As much as we'd all welcome that, that's not exactly what we need to do in order to be profitable and bring more profit back to General Motors, our parent company, because it's really from GM where we've gotten our legs and our leash in order to do what we need to do, our autonomy. And it's important that Cadillac succeeds so that Detroit can also succeed. With that, the decision was to spin Cadillac off into its own business unit. With that, we needed to find a new place to be, so New York City became the destination for Cadillac. It's more about being able to have a dedicated space and dedicated people for the brand, so that instead of individuals wearing multiple different hats, you have 100% mind share, as Johan Denice likes to say. People who are dedicated to this brand and living it every single day, which is something that I was grateful to join the team because it's something that I believe in. I've loved cars my whole life, and I've been very fortunate to work for the auto industry for 3 years, and when this opportunity opened up at Cadillac, I knew it was something that was worth taking. We've got the privilege of having a brand with a storied history such as Cadillac and being able to write the next page, the next chapter, next script in this history is pretty amazing. So let's talk a little bit about that. At the center of Cadillac is, like our brand identity, when you think of what Cadillac is, the center of Cadillac is passion. That's all of what we do. If you look at luxury automotive, you see a sea of moderate sameness. It seems like a lot of companies approach it from a logical position, tugging at your heartstrings with performance or with engineering or maybe superiority. And our brand is one that's more emotional. Passion is at the center of what we do, and that gives life to our brand values, which the Cadillac brand values are very American. Very luxurious, but very American, bold, sophisticated, and optimistic. That's something that we can all get behind. And that's something that you see epitomized in the cars out here. That gives life then to the outer ring, which is a stately arrival, which is performance, which is new technology. All of these things make for what the Cadillac brand is. And this was something that was created and thought out by the leaders at Cadillac, which will help drive everything moving forward. Every new car that you see from Cadillac will encapsulate this brand identity. And that's very important because now in the competitive landscape more than ever, an automotive brand should have a clear brand identity, should know who they are. And that's something that we're very fortunate at Cadillac because we feel that our brand identity helps us pave the way for a lot of fun product. The product that you see before you, I'm very passionate about V-Series. The ATS-V is the embodiment of that brand identity. It provides and touches a lot of the nice, pleasurable boxes that you want to check in your mind when you drive the vehicle. It's something that is designed by engineers who live, eat, breathe, and sleep and drink this stuff every single day, and has come forth both in little size and bigger brother size. You get the 2016 Cadillac CTS-V is amazing. Both cars just competed in Car and Driver's Lightning Lap this year, and the CTS-V captured the title of the fastest four-door ever that Car and Driver has put around Virginia International Raceway. Beating out such cars as the 2014 Audi R8 V10 Plus, 2008 SRT Viper, and even a 2007 Corvette Z06. Those aren't slouches when you think of performance, yet this CTS-V can hustle faster than those and with some of the best of them, while still being able to have enough room to take your mother-in-law to brunch on a Sunday. It's that experience of sort of bringing all of the touch points of being able to excel and execute at this high level isn't necessarily exclusive from what Cadillac is. That's what Cadillac is. It's because we have brand engineers who have designed these vehicles after the best that we've got, and the best that we've got also include 4 consecutive drivers' championships and several consecutive manufacturers' titles in Pirelli World Challenge. A lot of the technology that you see in these cars and that you experience in these cars, such as magnetic ride control, which is the fastest damping system in the industry, bar none, came from our racing program. Other technologies like performance traction management, which is a driver, which is 5 levels of track-focused driver modes underneath track mode. That's race tech that's brought to the consumer, that the consumer gets to benefit and enjoy. These things are from the people at Cadillac, and it's because we dream in such a high level that we're able to execute at such a high level. And that's what you see before you today. But we're not just a car company that's built off of engineers and of marketers or whatever. Our designers also bring the delicate scalpel when they're looking at how this car should be outfitted. And we're very grateful and blessed to have the designers that we do, thinking of design in a way that speaks to American luxury. That's a place where we get to carve out and play and define for ourselves. What is American luxury? we're grateful that we're able to execute in the way that we are. I invite all of you to experience our vehicles. This paves the way for what's next. I don't know if some of you might have seen the commercial that we did at the Oscars, but I'm going to play it again for you so that you can have a better understanding of where Cadillac is going in the future. We want to think bigger. We want to dream bigger, and we're grateful that we have the support of General Motors in order to do that. I'm going to play the commercial now.
Non, rien de rien. Non, je ne regrette rien. Ni le bien qu'on m'a fait, ni le mal, tout ça m'est bien égal. Non, rien de rien. Non, je ne regrette rien. C'est payé. Gardez pour moi aujourd'hui. Ça commence avec toi.
Thank you. So, Cadillac's next step forward is CT6. You guys are very fortunate to have one here on the auto show floor today. It's a car that was unveiled at the New York Auto Show this year, and I think Miami is the second place in America where it's being shown. So you're very blessed in that regard. It's an amazing vehicle that rethinks the way prestige luxury should be. Who said that prestige luxury couldn't be a driver's car? That's something that we took a look at and we decided to make possible. It's something that our engineers have dedicated themselves to, and our designers have dedicated themselves to, in shaping what this next iteration of Cadillac will be. It's going to be a very beautiful car that is launching the first quarter of next year. We just announced pricing, and soon we're going to announce even such things as we're going to have a PHEV for it, so a plug-in hybrid electric version of it. And I'm working on the release right now, actually, for the MPGE numbers, and they're quite good. Lots of excitement when it comes to what this car means for Cadillac from a reputation standpoint. Similarly, but slightly different, is the first ever XT5. This vehicle is going to replace it's the start of 4 new crossovers bearing the XT designation, which is our new nomenclature. The XT will stand for the crossovers in Cadillac's lineup, and this XT5 is going to replace the SRX. This is very important to Cadillac's bottom line, because the SRX is a very popular vehicle. The XT5 is even better. It's something that we're all really excited to unveil next week in Dubai, which is where the rest of the Cadillac team is as they're getting prepared for this very important launch. All these vehicles spell excitement for Cadillac. It just is all moving in that way. As long as I've worked here since June, which is honestly when most of the staff at Cadillac started, everybody feels really positive and energetic and upbeat to be a part of this company, to be given the support of leadership in order to succeed and to do something great with this historic brand. And so in summary, we're really looking forward to the future when, as 8 new models are added by 2020, we'll be able to help push this amazing product forward and see our sales double. It's something that I think is there for the taking, that success was driven by those who dare greatly, and that's something that Cadillac is doing in spades. Thank you so much for allowing me to be here. Do I have time for questions? Any questions? I guess not.
They're letting you off easily.
Thank you. Bill. To you.